I know that I brought this up before, but how about, would you ask for an animal control officer again?
Yes, I will. It'll be in the budget every year, because I get, again, I hate to criticize any other agency. I understand Humane Society does not have funds, and they're having difficulty getting funds like everyone is. But we simply we get no assistance whatsoever. And so this is something that's coming down the road, and it's not going to be a matter of choice. You guys are going to probably hear about it more than I eventually. But it is a real problem here in the county. We have a serious animal problem. And now it's not just dogs any longer. It used to be just the dog complaints. It's not any longer just it's domestic animals as far as cattle. We continuously get complaints about the horses not being fed properly, and I've actually sent some of the officers to some training so that they know what to look for when they go to these calls, because we didn't have any choice. We pretty much had to do this. So yeah, that's something that's going to come up every year. And I still, as I said before, it has been in the budget, but I'm not a fool. I understand it. We don't have any money. And I guess that's why I'm really here today, because I really want to support the idea of trying to have some kind of a tax to help.
Your priorities would be additional road officers first?
That'd be my priority, yes.
Terry, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Will the county have any responsibilities as far as when the interstate actually comes through? Do we have any control responsibilities on the interstate itself?
Yes, there's going to be some there too. You know, obviously the state police is going to have, it's really, we can look at it like, well, that's the state highway, should be the state police, but unfortunately, we can't look at it, we can't see that. We can't have that attitude any longer. We're the primary police agency now in our county, and we've faced that for several years. We have to be available regardless if it's an interstate or a private drive. So, you know, we're just absolutely, we're going to be responsible for a lot of things that happen there. I think we're going to be responsible for a lot of things that come off the interstate as well. That's what concerns me probably more than anything.
Thank you.
Well, if this new money covered equipment, new cars, that would go a long way toward adding officers, would it not?
Towards, as I said, obviously we have to have a car. You can't put an officer on the road who doesn't have a car. But at the same time, I'll repeat this over again, we're going to make these cars last to the very end. So to say that I got an officer today, let's say I was given an officer here just in the next few months, that doesn't mean that officer's going to be driving a new car. He's probably going to be sitting in something that's got 150,000 miles on it. But of course, it certainly does. It helps a lot. But as I said, vehicles probably are not my primary concern as much as manpower. It really is. Obviously, we have to have the vehicles. But we can stretch those things and make them last a long time. I've found that, and I've done this with the budget as well. We put a little extra money in repairs to the vehicles because we've got the vehicles in good shape where they'll last longer. And we're using vehicles, I think, too, that can be driven longer.
How do you determine manufacturer of vehicles? What's your criteria for doing that?
You mean the purchase, the type of vehicle we purchase? Experience.
Model.
Just the experience. I mean, the experience we've had with the Explorers is they've been excellent vehicles. Now, I have went to the Escape, and last couple of years we've had really good so far. They're very good. I don't know how that's going to turn out long term. I don't have any Escapes with 100,000 miles on them yet, but I purchased those because they were $6,000 less, and they get compared to the 16 or 17 miles a gallon Explorers, they get 22 and 23. So and I think they function just as well. That's just my opinion at this point. Now, if they hold up as well,